Have you ever noticed a faint, musty smell when you sit on your favorite chair, pull on a clean shirt, or hug someone you love? If you're over 70, this may have crossed your mind more than once. And no, it's not your imagination, and it's not poor hygiene either. It's something real, something biological. And today we're going to talk about it without shame, fear, or embarrassment. This subtle shift in body odor is something many older adults experience, but few talk about. It's not just old person smell. It's a natural result of aging skin, changing hormones, medications, and even the food you eat. The good news? You can absolutely reduce it, safely, naturally, and with dignity. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 often ignored reasons why scent changes after 60, and what you can do starting today to smell fresh, feel confident, and stay in control. If you care about healthy aging, elder wisdom, and real solutions that make a difference, you're in the right place. So tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment the number 0 below if you're ready to learn something that could change your daily comfort and restore your confidence. Sometimes what hurts the most is not what others say, but what they don't. A lingering glance, a grandchild's sudden hesitation, a moment when you sit alone and wonder, did I do something wrong? And yet you know deep down you've always taken care of yourself. You bathe each morning, you wear clean clothes, you keep your home in order just like you've always done. So why now does it feel like your presence has changed? The truth is gentle but important. Your scent may be shifting, not because you've stopped caring, but because your body is quietly changing in ways you cannot control. After the age of 60, our skin goes through a process most people never talk about. Cell turnover slows, natural oils change, and in the middle of all this, a compound called 2-nonenal begins to form. It doesn't come from dirt. It doesn't come from sweat. It comes from oxidation, from the skin's outer layer as it ages and breaks down fats. This is what creates that subtle, musty odor many refer to as old person smell. But let's be clear. This isn't something to be ashamed of. It's biology. It's the same way silver hair replaces black, or how joints ache more than they used to. And just like those changes, this one too can be understood and managed. That's where the healing begins, because understanding lifts the weight of guilt, and once we name something, we begin to own it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike the familiar scent of body odor caused by bacteria breaking down, sweat 2-nonenal doesn't go away with a regular shower. You can wash 3 times a day and still notice it. You can use deodorant, spray cologne, even change your sheets, and it may still linger. That's because it doesn't live on the surface. It's tied to the chemistry of your skin, and until that's addressed, the scent remains. Imagine this. You wipe down a wooden table every day, but slowly, over time, the wood begins to change. The polish fades, the grain becomes more visible, and a subtle smell starts to emerge, not because you've been careless, but because time has done what time always does. The skin is much the same. It holds memories of the sun, the years, the seasons, and sometimes it speaks through scent. But this doesn't mean you're helpless. On the contrary, this knowledge is power. There are gentle, natural ways to reduce this scent through what you eat, what you wear, and how you care for your skin. We'll walk through all of them. What matters now is this: you are not alone and you are not broken. This is a moment to treat yourself with the same patience you've shown to others for years. Because the body you live in deserves not just cleanliness, but understanding, kindness, and respect. There comes a time when you begin to notice the little things, a shift in how your clothes feel against your skin, the way your sheets smell in the morning, even though they were freshly laundered, or perhaps a faint odor you can't quite place, one that wasn't there before. And sometimes it's not your hygiene, not your food, not even your habits. It's the medicine sitting quietly in your cabinet. Many older adults in the US live with a daily routine of medications, pills for blood pressure, tablets for cholesterol, prescriptions for anxiety, or sugar levels. These medications support our lives, yet few realize they can also change the way our bodies smell. It's not a warning label anyone talks about, but the science is clear. Certain drugs affect how we process fluids, how we sweat, and how our body eliminates compounds. That means even if your hygiene and diet remain steady, your scent may still shift over time. Some medications increase sweat production. Others, especially those for diabetes, subtly alter how the body handles glucose, sometimes resulting in a sweet or fermented scent on the skin. Diuretics, commonly known as water pills, can leave your sweat more concentrated. And medications for mood or pain may influence liver function or metabolism in ways that create small but noticeable changes in how your body carries scent. It doesn't mean something's wrong, it means your body is adapting. And here's the quiet truth: this isn't your fault. You're doing what your doctor prescribed. You're following orders, staying on schedule, and taking your health seriously. But just like aging skin needs different soap, an aging body may carry fragrance differently, and that includes the way medications play a role. You may not see the connection right away, but your body remembers everything you've asked it to. Carry every adjustment, every shift. It keeps score in small, invisible ways. That's why awareness matters, not for worry, but for wisdom. If you've recently noticed a change in your scent, perhaps a stronger smell after starting a new prescription or an odor that lingers despite your efforts, know that it could be your medication. This doesn't mean stopping it. It means observing, drinking more water, choosing natural deodorants that work with your skin's chemistry instead of masking it, speaking openly with your doctor, not to complain, but to understand. Sometimes, even a small dosage change can make a difference. This is about more than staying fresh. It's about staying informed, and it's about holding on to dignity, even as our bodies shift and respond in quiet, surprising ways. Aging doesn't take away your awareness, it sharpens it. And the more gently you listen to your body, the better you'll learn what it needs. Just because the change is silent doesn't mean it's powerless. You have every right to feel clean, calm and confident, even when the source of discomfort comes from where you least expect it. As we continue, there's something we need to talk about that often hides behind good intentions. You see, sometimes the very habits we rely on to feel clean, to feel in control, might be working against us without us knowing. You've always believed in staying fresh, showering daily, using antibacterial soap, scrubbing thoroughly. And yet, the scent still lingers. Not strong, not offensive, but enough to make you pause. Enough to make you wonder what more you should be doing. The truth, you may be doing too much, just not in the right way. As skin ages, it thins, it becomes drier, it loses the natural oils that once protected it. Think of it like aged leather. Still, strong, but more sensitive, more vulnerable to the products you place on it. And when we keep using the same harsh soaps we relied on decades ago, we may not be helping at all. In fact, those products, especially ones filled with strong fragrances, antibacterial chemicals, or drying agents, can strip the skin of what little moisture it has left, and when skin becomes dry and irritated, it holds onto bacteria and odor more tightly than ever before. That musty scent? It's not because you didn't clean, it's because your skin is working harder than it should to recover. You may have noticed it after switching brands, or maybe your towel smells off, even when freshly washed. You might scrub harder thinking it's sweat or residue, but the problem isn't surface level, it's skin level. The barrier that once kept you fresh now needs to be supported, not attacked. And that starts with what you use in your bath. pH-balanced soaps, fragrance-free and made for sensitive skin, can cleanse without stripping. Ingredients like aloe vera, oatmeal, or glycerin restore what time has worn away. And when you moisturize after a shower, it's not vanity, it's recovery. You're giving your skin back what it's quietly asking for. These changes may feel small, almost too simple, but after just a few days, many people notice their skin feels calmer, less irritated. Odors lessen, confidence returns. And it's not because they washed harder, it's because they washed smarter. Clothes glide more easily. Bed linens stay fresher longer, and just like that, what once felt like an uphill battle becomes manageable again. So if you've been doing everything right and still feel unsure, take a moment to check your shelf. Look past the bright labels and promises of deep clean and fresh scent. Choose instead what aligns with who you are now, seasoned, wise, and in tune with your changing body. You don't need stronger chemicals, you need gentler care, because at this stage of life, healing isn't about doing more, It's about doing what truly supports you. And that starts with listening to your body, your skin, and the quiet wisdom of age. Let's shift inward now, because sometimes what we carry on the outside begins with what we feed ourselves on the inside. The meals we prepare, the comfort, foods we return to, the quiet rituals of morning coffee or late-night snacks. All of it speaks through the skin more than we realize. And as we age, our bodies don't just digest differently, they express differently, especially through scent. If you've ever woken up and noticed your pillow carries a sour or stale odor, or if your clothes feel less fresh at the end of the day, even when you've done little physical activity, your diet may be part of the story. The body processes food into energy, yes, but also into chemicals that are released through sweat, skin oils, and even breath. Heavy meats, processed, snacks, and alcohol. All of these create residues that linger not just in your system but on your skin. They make your scent sharper, heavier, sometimes even musty. It's not that the food is bad, it's that your body has changed, and what it tolerates now isn't what it tolerated decades ago. For many seniors in the US, especially those living alone or on a routine, meals become habitual. Bacon in the morning, meatloaf or deli meats in the evening, a glass of wine to wind down. These choices feel familiar, comforting, but they also burden the body's detox system. And when the body is overworked on the inside, it quietly speaks through the outside. You may not connect it right away, but your skin knows. Your scent changes, slowly, consistently. It becomes part of your presence, even when you don't move much at all. But the hopeful part is this: food can heal too. Just as it can weigh you down, it can also lift you up. Fresh vegetables, leafy greens, herbs, citrus, these are not only good for your heart, but for your skin and scent as well. Chlorophyll-rich greens like spinach and kale act as internal deodorizers. Citrus fruits help rebalance pH and cleanse gently. Herbal teas like green tea and peppermint carry antioxidants that reduce odor-producing compounds. These aren't diets, they're supports. Quiet tools to help your body breathe more freely again. There's no need to make drastic changes. No need to count calories or give up flavor. Start small. Swap a heavy dinner for a grilled piece of fish with steamed greens. Replace a soda with warm herbal tea. You don't have to stop enjoying food. You simply start choosing what helps you feel lighter, fresher, and more in tune with your body as it is now. The result isn't just in your scent. It's in how you move, how you sleep, how you feel in your clothes and in your own skin. And in that gentle shift, you may find that what once felt like a stubborn problem was really just your body asking for a little more kindness from within. And now let's turn to something even closer to you. Closer than skin, closer than habit. It's the very fabric that wraps around you each day and rests beneath you each night. Because sometimes it isn't your body at all, it's what your body touches. Your clothes, your bedding, your towels. The scent you notice may not be coming from within, but quietly rising from the fibers around you. As we age, our skin produces fewer oils, but the ones it does release change in composition. They become richer in certain fatty acids, more likely to oxidize and more likely to cling. And when these oils mix with the natural sweat and warmth of daily life, they settle deep into fabrics, especially synthetic ones like polyester or fleece, which hold on tightly to what cotton or linen would let go of. So even when you wash, even when you change your clothes, even when your skin is fresh, there can still be a lingering scent. A mustiness, a stale trace of yesterday even after a new beginning. You may not notice it all at once. Maybe it's your favorite cardigan that never smells quite right, no matter how many times it's cleaned. Or your pillowcase, which seems to hold onto something invisible even after laundry day. These aren't signs of carelessness, they're signs of the time, of fabric quietly absorbing the life lived upon it. And while that carries meaning, it doesn't have to carry odor. There is comfort in knowing that small shifts can restore freshness. Switching to natural fabrics like cotton or bamboo gives your skin room to breathe and helps moisture evaporate instead of staying trapped. Using enzyme-based detergents, not just perfumed ones, helps break down the invisible oils and bacteria that regular soap leaves behind. Adding a little white vinegar to your rinse cycle does more than clean. it neutralizes. And when possible, letting your clothes or sheets dry in the sunlight allows nature's oldest purifier, UV light, to gently lift what time has pressed into the cloth. This isn't about being fussy or needing everything to be spotless. It's about reclaiming a simple sense of comfort. It's about lying down at night and breathing deeply without hesitation, about putting on a shirt and feeling fresh, not just clean. These small moments matter more with age. They're quiet, but they restore dignity. You've earned the right to feel at ease in your own home, your own bed, your own clothes. And if scent has been standing in the way, know that you are not the problem and you're not powerless. These are not grand changes. They are small acts of care, gentle, consistent, and deeply human, because even as the years layer upon you, you deserve to feel light again, starting with the very things that rest against your skin. Aging brings many changes, but your scent doesn't have to be one that defines you. From understanding tu noninal, body odor, to making gentle shifts in hygiene, diet, fabrics, and medication awareness, there are natural ways to feel fresh again without harsh chemicals or shame. You deserve comfort, dignity, and confidence in your own skin. If any part of today's video resonated with you, I invite you to share your story in the comments below. Your voice may help someone else feel seen. And if you know someone who might benefit from these insights, feel free to share this video with them.